welcome to another edition of Pop the Chart. My name is Corey and I'm host of Pop the Chart livestream. First and foremost, I am not a financial advisor, so you gotta invest in the market at your own risk, but I will give you the most educated information that I can give you so you can make the most educated decisions in the market. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Friday, July. See, messing with you. I'm messing with you right there. It's July, ladies and gentlemen. July 2nd, 2021. And we are just a few minutes away from market open. We got July 4th weekend coming up. Yo! Got my red, white, and, well, there's some blue on, but you don't want to see that. You know what I'm saying. Anyway, yo, we're going to be covering everything from AMC to GameStop. We got ORPH. Hey, we're going to follow DNet again today. Yeah, Krispy Kreme. See where it goes day after the IPO. Yeah, we got BlackBerry, Cost, HOFV, DLPN, CIDM, CSCW, YSKI, HCMC. Yo, we got the cryptos, ladies and gentlemen. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Doge, BNB, Hex, Shiba Inu. We got Cherish Token, Fake Token, SAFEMOON, and Gold Farm, plus more. I will talk about that coming up in just a few minutes. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, hit up the live chat. We got live news to the right of your screen, live news to the bottom of your screen. Let's go! Let's get ready for yet another edition of, say it with me, y'all, Pop the Chart. Boom! Yeah! What? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're just a little over 2 minutes. 2 minutes for market open on this Friday. And I hope you're ready for another day. Another dollar. We're taking a look at the 1 hour chart right now. AMC at $52 in the pre-market, excuse me. $52. You got GameStop at $204, so it hasn't really moved too much. Krispy Kreme, OD nut. It's down a little bit. It's actually down almost 5%. Today so far in the pre-market, and ORPH is actually up just a hair, 0.4%. And as we are, ladies and gentlemen, 2 minutes. That's 2 minute warning from opening market. 2 minutes from opening market to go to the 1 minute chart right now. We're gonna take a look at this up close as the market takes off this morning. There you go. We'll see what happens. Yo, this morning, Morgan Stanley releases Tesla company update with a price target of $679 currently on Tesla. So Tesla says Morgan Stanley Tesla company update. Firm believes the company will begin to get serious investor attention in the coming months and quarters as the company seeks to greatly expand its international, non-China manufacturing and commercial footprint. So that's big news this morning on Tesla. Tesla currently sitting at, again, 600. Was it 678? There you go. Sorry, 678. Right now. 1 minute. 1 minute, y'all. Yeah! I still haven't seen anything up in the live chat, y'all. I want to make sure the live chat's working. Go ahead, hit up the live chat. Let me know. Say good morning! All right, 30 seconds, 30 seconds. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into the countdown. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ding, 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 ding. Ring that opening bell, ladies and gentlemen. We are open. It's 9:30 on this July 2nd, 2021. And let's see where they go. Let's look in. AMC headed down a little bit. Same thing with GameStop. ORPH going down. DNet going down. Oh man, we're seeing it right off the bat. A little bit of a down day. We got some green popping in though. Some green. Still got some green on the other, over here to the side. That's good to see. But there is some red coming across on these four currently as we watch it, see what happens. Rebecca! Good morning. She says, I'm here early, y'all. I'm here early. She's making up for the coming in at the last minute yesterday. Making up for it. Rolling in here. Whoa, D-Nut taking a dip. Taking a dunk into the coffee there. Boom. D-Nut going down. It's down almost there. It was like 9% there for a second. Now, keep in mind, today might be one of those days where it's just got blah. Why? Because it's the day before the holiday. Gotta remember, we got 4th of July holiday this weekend, so that means the 5th. That means the 5th of July, which is Monday. The market is close. There'll be no show on Monday. No show, ladies and gentlemen. It will be a holiday, so there'll be no show on Monday. But, so no market, no show. So Monday, you all just enjoy your Monday. You go out, just have some fun. Make it a 3-day weekend, y'all. So there you go. Have some fun. Carlos into hizzy saying ATF is running. Yo, where's it running to? Come on, you know you want to tell me. You know you want to tell me. Is it really running? Is it really running, Carlos? You can't just tease me. You gotta tell me. Rebecca said, holy D-nuts. Holy D-nuts. Look at that thing. Yeah. Heading down on D-nuts. Taking that dip. Again, day 2 typically tends to be that bottom day. So, gotta watch for that. Might see that again, a big dip or a big run up too. That could happen. But keep in mind, again, I keep saying it. Today, there may be a lot of peeps that are taking that early vacay and heading out, you know, for the weekend. Just saying. I also may have to end the show early today. I don't know. We'll have to find out, all right? I'm just gonna, I hate to drop the bomb on y'all, but I might have to leave early today, and I'll tell you why. Because I'm waiting to find out if I am going to a Reds game tonight or not. Because, my sister-in-law had tickets. She was supposed to go, and she's not feeling too well, and so forth and so on. And so, she called us up late last night, so said, hey, FYI, I may be giving these to you tomorrow, depending on how I feel, but I'm not feeling too good right now, so I will let you know. So I may be going, I may not, I don't even know. All I know is it's up in the air, and, you know, so I gotta find out if I'm going tonight or not. I was just talking about going to one in a couple weeks, and then all of a sudden I get a phone call out the blue last night. We get a phone call saying, hey, yo, y'all want to go to this? Which is funny, because tonight they're playing the Cubs, who's from Chicago, which is where I just was last weekend. I just was in Chicago. We're playing a team from Chicago, which is crazy because I told my wife I always wanted to watch the Reds play the Cubs in Chicago. At Wrigley Field. We were there, but we didn't get a chance. Still have not had a chance to go to Wrigley Field. That's like bucket list for sports fans, you know what I'm saying? So at some point I'm gonna have to do that. But they play in September, but I feel like every time they play, it's like middle of the week, or it's like it just doesn't work, right? They play at a time where I just can't get up there. So I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. Besides, I coach youth football in the fall, so you know, any of that time I don't get a chance to. So it's just the stars don't seem to align. You know what I'm saying? The stars don't see. They gotta align for that to happen. And if they ever do align, believe me, I'm taking it. I'm taking it. Taking the opportunity. All right. Yo. AMC moving up a little bit. Up a little bit this morning. Alright, let's get an update here. Regular session. Let me get my mover scanners tool all squared away here. Alright, so y'all, I've been talking about a couple of these. I talked about fake token yesterday. And I said, you know, as soon as that thing releases, it's going to end up launching. Well, here's the deal. So they released it, but they could only release part of it. They're still working on the other parts, and slowly by sure, they said, but throughout this month, those are all going to start coming out. So it's apparently we were all expecting that it was going to be everything all at once, but no, they're doing okay. So we're doing this feature today, we're doing this feature another day. So it's a slow process rollout on Fake Token. But I still expect it to continue upward because there was a lot of like love for the for what they did yesterday, like the way they got things set up. So. Couple things with Fake Token that is interesting, all right? And for those of you who's been following along in the crypto side of things, really interesting is that you can actually wrap, okay? You can take Fake Token. This might blow your mind, all right? A few of you, all right? I know some of you out there, you might not be up to par on the whole crypto thing or still learning about it. You know what I'm saying? So no offense by any means. I'm just want to make sure that this might blow your mind is all I'm saying. All right, so you can actually take crypto. All right, I want you to think about it this way. Think as if, you know, you took, all right, and I'm going to use the unicorn for an example, all right? There's a unicorn, okay? Say this is a unicorn crypto, all right? You can literally take another crypto and wrap it. There you go. Okay, now it's wrapped. Look at this. It's wrapped, man. Wrapped. See that? Yeah, it's wrapped. Okay. Okay. Anyway, what happens is, if you wrap that, then especially considering that the token that you're wrapping with has the frictionless, what they call frictionless rewards, where basically you're just every time someone sells, you're gaining. All right. They've done that where you can wrap USDT, all right, which is considered a stable coin, all right? USDT is like the US dollar, all right? Think of it that way. It's a US dollar, doesn't really move at all, pretty well stays a dollar at all times, whatever. You can wrap it and earn frictionless rewards. So every time someone buys or sells on this, so this is just not just sells, but every time someone buys or sells the USD, you know, into the system, USDT, that fake wrapped USDT gains. It says literally F wrapped USDT. Every time that happens, you get rewards. All right. It's like so. What I mean by that is you have something that's worth $1, and you just watch it just continue to rise. The longer you hold it, it just keeps racking up. And the more of it that you own, the more rewards you get, right? So like, you know, if you have a lot of it, you make a lot. So yesterday, someone posted out, they posted out Feg yesterday, someone had wrapped, Feg wrapped USDT and made literally just yesterday alone, made like $1,000 just sitting there watching it just collect rewards. So obviously they had to have a lot because it's not, you know, it's still a slow gain, right? But at the same time, it goes to show you that like some of these cryptos you can make some good money on. And I found another one last night, which I think is funny because Cherix token, by the way, last night I used some of it and I bought some more of it. I used some of it to farm on something I found that was called Olive. All right, it's called Olive.cash. It's yet another kind of a crypto. Olive is a crypto, all right, that you can get. Well, they have a farming tool where you can farm your crypto, and they did a partnership with Cherix token, so you could actually do liquidity on your Cherix token and put it in and farm it and earn Olive. All right, Olive is worth like $25, right around $25 per Olive. All right, so I put my big amount that I have of Cherix token in there, and then bought some more Cherix token. By the way, it doubled in price because I had it at a bunch of zeros and a 4. It's at a bunch of zeros and a 9 today, so it over doubled, which is insane. So I've already doubled what I put in yesterday, but I farmed. Here's the thing, I farmed and I'm earning on this Olive, and it's Listen to the annual percentage yield on this. All right, listen to the APY on this. 998%. You guys are probably like, what? 998%? Yes, it's almost 1,000%. I was like, what? Turns out that olive is what they call a high yield farming. They're enticing people to come with high yields. Holy smokes. And I got to looking overnight. Yeah, I made quite a bit off that. And I was sitting there thinking, man, imagine the peeps that are dropping in like big money into that, because here's the deal, right? It's higher than what you get at a bank. So people are like taking their money and they're just moving it into these farms, these high yield farms or whatever on crypto, and just sitting back and collecting the income off of it, right? It's just like collecting interest. But it's like massively high, like 998%. I was like, holy smokes. I was like, I gotta try this out. I'm trying this out. So I'm like, all right, I put it in there. Sure enough, I'm earning. So I might have to add olive to our wall of crypto over here and put it on there. I think I'm probably gonna have to put that the D balls token for diamond balls, because I said I was gonna do that. So I'm gonna add just a few of them. Carlos says, do you think FEG token will double? In my opinion, yes. I think it's gonna continue up. I think FEG token's got one of the best shots of growing out of any token. I think it, in my opinion, FEG token is where it's at. There has been that project. They are doing so much. Like, they are coming up with ways to do things and that are just mind-blowing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, some of the stuff that they've come up with, other people have copied. I'm just saying. They're kind of been the first to do it. I think, I really think that that token's gonna explode. I think FEG token, I like Cherix token. It's still kind of new, you know, right? Like, I'm not 100% on it, but at the same time, I think it, you know, it's cheap. So, right? So get it while it's cheap is my thing. But you know, SAFEMOON's also one I think's doing really, really well. You know, SAFEMOON's got the ability, but I think no offense to SAFEMOON, but I think FEG token's kind of taking the reins a little bit. I think SAFEMOON's slowly falling behind on FEG token. I think SAFEMOON had a lead, right? They had that lead, and they jumped out early, and then FEG token just went shoom, right? Just shoom right on by. I think, you know, that's it. Now, granted, SAFEMOON's a lot higher up on the coin market cap, all right? I'll give you that. But I think in the grand scheme of what FEG token is doing, I think is surpassing SAFEMOON. But that's not to say that SAFEMOON isn't doing good things, because they are. They came up with that really cool bridge function, which I think is neat, where you can basically transfer from Binance to ETH now. Instead of having to buy one or the other, you can actually convert them. That's kind of crazy. Mind-blowing. ORPH getting a little bit of a run-up today. Look at that. Looking nice. Man, seeing a little tidbit of green in the portfolio today. Just a little bit. Better than what I saw yesterday. Yesterday it was just like red, 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 red. So, Bobby, by the way, good morning, Bobby. I see you in there. I'm sorry, I was in the middle of a conversation there. But good morning, Bobby. Says, what are we trading today, boys and ladies? Shout out, Rebecca's in here. Yo, don't forget the ladies. Come on now. Oh man, hey, question though. I know how political this conversation is gonna be, but big news, y'all, in the news yesterday. This was craziness. I didn't get a chance to talk about it on the show yesterday, but I'm curious to see what y'all think. Brian, hola! Yeah, Brian, good morning! I'm curious to see what y'all think, alright? Now listen, this isn't all about politics. This is just straight up what you think about the situation, alright? Yo, that's been trending on Twitter like crazy. I was seeing it trend big time. So, yo, the CFO of the Trump organization has been put into handcuffs. Arrested under grand larceny and tax fraud. Yo, fraud. All right, I'm just saying. I know some of y'all are going to take this really politically, but I just want to say that, like, they've done an investigation. It's like a 2-year investigation that they've been working on, where the Supreme Court ruled twice in the favor of the district attorney to be able to get basically the tax returns from former President Donald Trump. And now, after all the investigation and everything, after millions, by the way, I read up on this, millions of documents that they have been going through of tax returns, they have found that the CFO, which, by the way, this, I think it's Weisselberg, I think is his name, has been, he's been with like the Trump family for like years. Like, this guy was like the number one guy, like the right hand man. You know what I'm saying? He's been there since like former President Donald Trump's father, the Trump above. You know what I'm saying? That like been there since then. Like, this dude's been around for years. All right, so I kind of had a little bit of a hint that this was going to happen prior to. Why? Because I was watching ABC News the other night when I was doing all the coverage on the building collapse down in Miami. And they brought on, oh man, what's his name? I see his face. I know his face. Like, I literally, if I saw him on the street, I'd know this guy. But I can't think of his name to save my life. But he has been covering, and actually, I've seen him a lot throughout the Trump presidency because he was one of the White House correspondents. He's like the guy that's always at the White House asking questions. I know y'all have seen him on a whole bunch of stations before, right? This guy's like the dude that just literally has, like, these people that are White House correspondents, like, they practically live at the White House each day, right? They get up, they do some reporting, they go to the White House, they're at the White House, they do the press all the press conferences, they write everything down, they do do another interview with the anchors, whatever, tell them what's going on, and then behind the scenes they also get to kind of go around in the White House and go around and like more or less talk to the press secretary, so forth, so on. All right, so this guy right here has been doing this for like a long time. All right, so he's had full coverage on everything that happened in the White House. All right, so this is a guy that's, kind of not seeing everything that's behind the scenes, but seeing a lot more than the regular general public's going to see. All right, so this guy has been, keeping tabs with everything. And then did a big interview with Bill Barr. So there's a big thing going on with Bill Barr. And of course, as some of you may know, that there was a huge falling out with Bill Barr and former President Trump over the election, where Bill Barr basically said they see no signs of election fraud, considering Bill Barr was one of Trump's cronies, one of Trump's number one peeps that hung out with him quite a bit. So Trump felt betrayed, and they had a falling out. Well, anyway, this reporter, all right, is the reporter who is writing the book on that, basically interviewing both parties and getting both people's statements. And so I was watching the other night, and they kind of mentioned this because he was talking about the Bill Barr thing and what was going on with that, and then mentioned, that the district attorney may be dropping some charges here really soon. So he kind of like dropped the nugget, like, without releasing the whole story, right? Because I don't think he could say it yet, but he kind of was like, hey, the question is going to be if they arrest Weisselberg, is what he said, if they arrest him. And so he threw the name out, like, not yesterday, the night before. So I heard this Weisselberg name and like saw a picture of him before, because the guy said, hey, he's one of Trump's people that's been around since the beginning. Then sure enough, yesterday afternoon, Weisselberg gets cuffed. So that leads me to say, this dude right here, if you follow him, he's got all the deets, man. He's got like the insider information of everything. Like, he's got the sources. I'm telling you, that dude dropped a nugget like 2 days ago. So, but the thing that he said, and this is the kicker, all right, coming from this guy who's got all this insider information, all right, this was the kicker. He said the question is going to be if Weisselberg is loyal to the Trumps or not. Why? Because he's going to be charged with 5 to 15 years in prison. All right? And let me tell you something. typically when someone is charged with a lot of years in prison and the prosecution comes in, or the DA, and they come in and they say, hey, yo, we'll give you a little bit of a slap on the wrist, but you got to turn in everybody else. I'm telling you right now, that dude gonna squeal. That dude gonna squeal. I'm telling you. No offense to anybody who's a fan of Trump, but I mean, I'm telling you, they're coming hot, they're coming heavy, and that is not the only case. That same dude, that reporter, I'm telling you, he also said there's a couple other cases that are in the mix that may come out really soon. They just haven't done charges in those cases yet. But they're saying that they were using the money for a whole bunch of personal gains. So I mean, there's the biggest thing is the Trump organization in general is already looking at fines for the company. So it's a matter of, did anybody else outside of this one person do anything wrong? And that's what happens, right? So it's kind of like one of those things where it's like, okay, well, this one person in the organization did something wrong and we have proof of it, enough to be able to bring charges. And I'm telling you, they're not bringing charge on him just to bring charges. Like, they've been looking at this for 2 years, so this has been a long thing. So they definitely have some ammo, or they're not going to bring this guy in, considering the high profile case it is. But I'm saying in general, is he going to squeal? That's the question mark. We'll find out. I think there's going to be more come out of this. I know politically it could end up people saying it's a stink, whatever. Trump's already saying it's a witch hunt. But you know something? Just saying. People been saying that they were doing bad things for a long time. We gonna finally find out. And I'm interested because I've been hearing it from both sides. People saying, "Oh no, it didn't happen. Oh, this guy's da. You know." So I'm just like that guy that's like, I really want to know. I'm so excited. I'm like, what is this? Like, is this really a thing? Is this really happening? Because this was so heated last year on the political spectrum of things. But so I'm interested to find out. I think it's gonna be again in the coming weeks. Just be ready, because they're gonna get as much deets as they can. I'm just wondering if that dude's gonna end up just taking the heat and going with it, or if he's gonna end up tattletaling on everybody. You know what I'm saying? But so big things to come in that aspect. But that was big news, and it's trending on Twitter right now. Bobby says, I want to do my first option trade. If I think BB will be higher than $20 next year, what do I do? Buy the open and expect. Okay, so you want to do an options trade. All right. So you can do whatever way you want. But I will tell you, I have heard from people that do a lot of options trading that buying out the money and hoping for it to hit it, your odds are very, very, very slim. Most people that do options tradings that are profitable tend to buy options that are already in the money, that they expect to continue to rise a little bit, and they make it off of that, right? So they pay a little bit more premium. Or I've heard too, some of them buy just out the money, meaning like, so, okay, let's throw up AMC here for example. All right. So like, if they're going to buy something, and I'm going to look at it different. Let's look at July 16th. All right. So say the 16th of July. All right. They'll look at it and they'll say, okay, right now the stock price is $51. All right. They might come up in here and look and say, okay, somewhere in this 57 range, whatever, like, hey, it's 450 right here. Like, that's a pretty decent, and they'll go in and they'll pay 450 by a $57 contract. Why? Because they expect that this to kind of, or just out the money, like they'll buy like 55 or something, somewhere in this range. That way, by then, if it continues upward, they're making the profit on it, plus they're gaining a little bit. So a lot of them will buy right in this zone, okay? So like just out the money zone. And then some will buy just in the money, right? So these two zones right here. And then people that, I get it, it's really cheap down here in this 145 mark. But I'm telling you right now, there's been a lot of people lose a lot of money on the 145s. Why? Because the odds of it getting there are very, very slim. No offense, but no offense to AMC. I'm just saying in general, like the overall odds are against you. Okay, so keep that in mind. Alrighty. Let me pull this up a little bit so we can make sure we see all of it. Let's see. Brian said, let's take every single billionaire and scrub their taxes as well. This is a witch hunt for sure. Rich people are never honest with their taxes. Well, then, guess what? Then every one of them need to be hunted. Here's the deal. I'm telling you right now, if we mess up on our taxes or whatever, odds are IRS gonna come knocking on the door, right? What's the difference? Everybody should be treated absolutely fairly, all right? If you're rich or whatever and you're cutting, that's the thing. That's what doesn't make sense. You're rich. Why are you trying to cut out on this? You have money. It's not like you're gonna lose, yeah, a little bit, but good Lord, you're still rich. I'm telling you right now, if I made millions of dollars, I am not gonna hide out. I don't care if it's 30%. I don't give a rat's bleep if it's 30%, whatever, 40%. I'm still living on that 50. It's more than I had before. I'm just saying, people get greedy. That's the problem. Too many greedy people out there. And you know what? You get what's coming to you. And here's the deal. These people were using that money for things that, you know, I mean, this guy supposedly was using it on a whole bunch of leases on cars and vehicles for him and his family. Like this money was like supposed to be paid for taxes. They were using it to their own benefit. Like, it's just, I don't know. Doesn't make any sense to me, right? Like, that's according to the charges, right? I'm not saying that he did it. I'm not saying he's guilty. Because, again, you're not guilty until you've been convicted. But currently, right now, that is the charges. But that's the thing. Look at staff. STAF on Carlos. Let's see. Staffing. It's up 40% right now. Look at it. 371 the previous close. It's up to a high of 548 today. 528. So Brian says, Rebecca says, I'm with Brian on that. And after how many years of investigative trip, they can only arrest people around him. So, well, that's the thing though, too. You got to remember is they got millions of documents to go through, and they're not finished with all of them, right? So think about how long it's going to take to go through millions and millions of documents to make sure everything is lined up. You got to remember, a lot of this stuff is from like years back, right? So it takes time. It takes time to do that. And the other thing is, let's just be honest, how do police work anyway? Typically when they bring a drug, just think about it in terms of a drug dealer, all right? Right? They were a drug dealer, all right? They don't just arrest the drug dealer and go take the drug dealer off the street, right? That's not how they do it. They arrest if you've ever watched a crime show, you should know this. Come on now. They arrest all of the little guys first. Why? Because the little guys tend to lead you to the big guy, right? Think about it. So, they're not going to go in and just pick up Trump right off the bat. They're going to pick up every little guy around them. They're going to get all the information they can get and use that against them in the court of law. And that's the way the law works. That's the way our justice system works. Think about it. That's how it works. They're not just going to go in there, waltz in there and take Trump off the street. That's not how they do it. They're smart. They're being smart about it. All right? They're getting every little bit of detail. And here's the thing. When you got a whole bunch of little guys pointing the finger at the big guy, typically the big guy's gonna be basically think of it this way. They're baiting. If you like fishing, they're baiting. They're going out, they're catching those little fish, right? But they're gonna catch a whole bunch of little fish, and they're gonna throw those fish on a hook, throw them out there and try to catch that big fish. That's what's gonna happen. And eventually, all them little fish gonna turn on that big fish. But I don't want to get eaten. I don't want to get eaten. Oh no, thank you. I'm sorry. I'm good. I don't want to get eaten. That's what happened. It's gonna happen. The loopholes for politicians. The loopholes are politicians' fault. Well, yeah, not in tax fraud. Tax fraud's different. You make your own decisions on that. If you decide not to pay your taxes, that's your problem. That's not a politician's fault. That's your problem. So you got to think about it. This isn't anything to do with politicians. This is straight up tax fraud in a company. All right. So It takes Trump out of it. And if this was AMC and Adam Aaron and that company didn't pay their taxes correctly, all right, then AMC would probably falter. All the investors would be beep. They'd be peed off. Why? Because then the company would lose. People wouldn't invest in them anymore, and then we would all take a hit, right? So think of it that way, all right? So imagine you're someone who's with the Trump company and you know, been investing in them in a long time, and all of a sudden you find out they've been taking some of that money and they haven't been paying their taxes. That's what this is. All right, so at the end of the day, it may not even be Trump that gets in the handcuffs. It's the company, and this guy was the CFO. He's the financial guy. He's the numbers. He's the dude that does all the numbers for the company, right? Like, he's the one in charge of all the numbers. Well, guess who got arrested? The one who's in charge of all the numbers. Why? Because he's the one in charge, and the numbers were not adding up. So that's where this is at right now. So, as I said, don't look at this. Try not to look at this on the political side of things. Look at it as this is a company who's being investigated because they did not. It just turns out the company is, again, tied to Trump, who is the former president, which already makes it a little more heated. But yes, do I think they're going after him? Because of a lot of the things that he did in office? Absolutely, 100%. 100%. Do I think there is some political motivations? 100%. But you know what? Should have never gave those political motivations in the first place. He had the chance to turn everything over in 2016. He didn't do it. He had a chance to turn it over again years later. He didn't do it. Every time he said, I'm under audit, I don't have to do that. Okay, I'm telling you, if someone's hiding their stuff, odds are there's something there to find. And I'm telling you, the Supreme Court finally said, hey, turn it over. The Supreme Court, by the way, Supreme Court, you can't go too political on this, but they turned it over. It's the Supreme Court that ruled twice. Turn it over. Guess what? Now here we are a couple years later. And now Trump is not in office, so he doesn't have the power he had before. And so that's what I'm saying. That's what you got to look at. So I think again, I told you, he wouldn't have been saying no if he wasn't hiding something. And now you're seeing it. And he may not have been hiding himself. He might have been hiding, you know, or covering for Weisselberg. You never know. He might have said, hey, I just really like this guy and I don't want this dude to get in trouble. You know what I mean? He might be doing that. Who's to say he isn't? I'm just saying in general, there was something there to hide, and guess what? They found it, and guess what? Now some dude's getting arrested. That's what's happening. And so now it's going to be a matter of, does anybody else go with them? And that's what I'm saying. That's what I said. That's what the factor that I want to know. Is this dude going to turn him in? That's the question that people are going to ask. He's been, gotta remember, he's been with that family for since the beginning. All right, he's been a Trump since forever ago. This dude's been there forever. You know, he's looking at, you know. Well, I mean, think about it. I mean, no offense, the dude's got to be, you know, up there in age, right? You're talking 5 to 15 years in. I mean, he was there before Trump took over, and Trump's 80-some years old. So this dude's got to be super close to, you know, no offense, kicking the bucket. You know what I'm saying? So 5 to 15 years, I don't think he really wants to die in prison. Just saying. That's where we're at. All right, so I just got the official word. I am going to the Reds game tonight. Woo! Y'all gotta watch your TVs if you can, even though you're in a different state. Whatever. Again, so I don't know. I'd say, hey, you know, at the end of the day, I'm really just interested because I just want to see what happens here, right? Because here's the thing. For 9 years, we've been hearing about this tax thing, all right? For 9 years, all right, at least. Yeah, think about this. 2016, now we're in 2021, so... you know, we've been hearing about it. In 2015, they were talking about it. So it's this has been a thing for a long time. You know, several years. You know, whatever, almost a decade. Anyway, so we're at that point right now where it's like you hear about it, hear about it. Like, is there literally something to this, or have they just been making up a whole bunch of mumbo jumbo? But here's the thing, like they spent 2 years investigating this. 2 years. That's a long time. So they gotta have something, you know what I mean? Again, that's a long time. 2 years of investigating. AMC shares at session low. Research firm Iceberg Research says it's short stock. Okay, so Iceberg Research says it's short stock. Oh man, they're shorting it right now. We got big shorting on AMC coming in, and it is taking a dip now. It broke $50, going down hard. Let's see if there's a story on that. It's freezing. We'll find out in a minute. Let's see here. Oh, there it goes. I'm gonna have to close one of these. Oh, nope. It's just I'm sure more will come out of that. Let's see. Brian, look at the owners of all these charities. It's funny how they can afford such a posh lifestyle running a not-for-profit charity. Yes, I know that is something that, you know, I'm not, you know, biggest fan of. I can tell you that 100%. I agree with you, Brian, that I'm not a fan of that. Brian, so if my CPA messes up on my taxes, it's my fault. I have no clue how to do taxes. It's not your fault. 100%. It's not your fault. Again, you got to remember this grand larceny, so there's more to this than just taxes, all right? So like they were taking money that was supposed to be used, and they were using it for other things, and they were like that. And again, it's not that it's your fault, because here's the deal. They have to prove that you did something wrong, right? That's the thing at the end of the day. If your CPA messes up, you know, your CPA is the one that's at fault, okay? They're the one that did it, all right? It doesn't mean that you're at fault. It just means that they messed up, right? So, but if you had a hand in it and you took some of that money and you used it for something else that wasn't, you know, then you're at fault, right? So it's a matter of like, is your hand in the cookie jar? That's the question. Was your hand in the cookie jar, or was your hand not in the cookie jar? That's the question. Let's see. But Rebecca said, I'm talking about all the loopholes where billionaires don't pay taxes. Yeah, well, you know, again, they have all kinds of where they try to, you know, put money here, put money there, whatever, you know. That's the thing. They try to hide it, but guess what? Eventually, Uncle Sam catches up to you. Just saying. Shove derangement syndrome is strong. I mean, just look. Hey, just think about it. Look at. I mean, use what's his name for Wolf on Wall Street? Yeah, George Belfort. Just look at what happened to him. He had a big old, you know, ordeal, and then bam, prison. I mean, like, you know, he's out now, whatever, and he's trying to, you know, get people, like, you know, build a company back up and everything, but still. Let's see. Brian, I think it will be made a real diagnosis in the near future that farm companies will make a Trump bill. CNN, MSNBC need to be the first ones to take the pill. And I say this to people who have the syndrome. People who support Trump don't necessarily love the man. They love the policies and the way he handles business. Yeah, I hear you there. If the Clintons are not in prison, no one should be in prison. Yeah, hey, the you know, there were some things they did that weren't too hot either. Just saying, 100% agree. Downside, excuse me, downside in AMC shares intensifies as price falls below $51 level. Stock now below $50, 49 levels, down 10%. Yeah, AMC's taking a hit right now. Let me tell you something though. It says update. Iceberg Research tweets, we are short AMC. Fundamentals are obvious. After 1 month of trading sideways and lots of money lost in call options, the pump seems increasingly shaky. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Oh, man. Oh, man. This is about to happen right now. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, I am tweeting right now. It is happening. All right. Y'all gonna love this. Alright, so I just quoted it, and this is what I put. I gotta pull up Twitter here so y'all can see it. Y'all gotta check this out. So they just literally tried to, on Twitter, throw a stone. They just tried to throw a stone, alright, at AMC. Oh, this is about to happen, y'all. Oh yeah, I just literally tweeted this out. I tweeted it out. I said, hey, All right, so Iceberg Research put we are short AMC. Fundamentals are obvious. After 1 month of trading sideways and lots of money lost in call options, the pump seems increasingly shaky. I put at Iceberg Research. Just wait until climate change in the stock market melts your company via a AMC short squeeze. Boom! About to melt that iceberg. Yo! Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words never hurt me. Boom! Get it? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Get it? Just wait. You just wait. Oh man, they are trying to beat people off right now. They are trying. Oh man. There. Oh man, I don't even. That's crazy. He said, "Be careful, Corey. You're gonna get canceled." What happened? You're gonna get canceled. Oh, be careful of what? What are you talking about? Canceled for what? Oh, man. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Bring it on. Bring it on Iceberg Research. See what happens. Throw it at here. What are you thinking? What are you talking about? Let's see here. Let's see. I'm glad I sold at 57. The Clintons might be... oh, gosh. Oh, come on now. Let's see here. Oh, they're talking about that. Y'all talking about the Me Too movement and all that. Y'all just went on a tangent. I'm talking about AMC over here, y'all. Where y'all going? Y'all still on that convo from like 5 minutes ago. HOFV and ORPH are dumping too. HOFV is such a scare in my portfolio. Not really. It's just it just goes up and down. It's up and down. We're just waiting on that day. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen at some point. Let's see MMAT. I need to check and see where that says 695 on metamaterials. Did they ever send me that? I doubt they did. You know, let's see if they ever sent me. Wait, hang on a second. So hey, FYI, on at 2 p.m. today, the bond market actually closes too as well. So today's going to be a short day anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna have to bolt out of here early today because of the Reds game now, so I can get ready. I gotta go pick up my daughter and get her together. Looks like my wife's coming home early too as well, so there you go. Yeah, it doesn't look like they sent me anything. I don't know what's going on with that. I have no clue. Jason, good morning. 3-day weekend. Market bleed. That's true. That's what I was just talking about. The bond market closed at 2. Jason, I gotta leave early today now. Just found out I'm going to the Reds game tonight. Well, I found out last night, but I just got confirmed a minute ago. Late last night. So, Jason, I just got home from my acupuncture appointment. Oh, man, you got the needles again. The needles. Oh, man. He sent me a picture of that. He looked like a porcupine. I was like, what in the world? Bryce says, I got to prep for a hurricane this weekend. Oh, yeah, y'all got a tropical storm, whatever, coming out. Hey, and that's the crazy thing about it, Brian, is like you're so close to Disney where you're at, and they just happen to name it Elsa after Frozen, you know? They named it Elsa. Brian, you're just gonna have to let it go. Let it go. you just gotta let it go, man, and just get out of there. That's what's gonna happen. Just let it go and get out of there. Oh man, I can imagine y'all dealing with that all the time. Dealing with that. Hey, I gotta know, how often do y'all go up to Cocoa Beach, y'all, being that you live around there? I mean, you visit the beach a lot there? Right, so I guess we get freezing rain? I don't know. I didn't even look. What's it looking like right now? Let's pull this up. Yo, Jason, did you see what I just tweeted out, by the way? Did you see my tweet? Man, it's under tweets and replies, by the way. I'll read it. You know what? I'll pull it up here so you can see it. Because you're going to want to see this. Alright, look at this. So AMC took a little bit of a dip a little bit ago. It took a dip because, look at this news, right? This came across as a tweet. Alright, don't read my tweet first. You got to read their tweet first. Alright, so it says, we are short. AMC, fundamentals are obvious. After 1 month of trading sideways and lots of money lost in call options, the pump seems increasingly shaky. That's what they put. I put, hey, at Iceberg Research, just wait until climate change in the stock market melts your company via an AMC short squeeze. Bam! Yeah, you all know you want to go like and retweet that thing. Yeah, hashtag ape strong together. Get it. Love it. That's what I'm talking about. Iceberg Research. Get that out of here. Get that out of here. And look, guess what? I posted that tweet out, and then look, the market, or the AMC started moving back up again. Oh, Jay Alexander shares are up 13% following an earlier deal. Company to be acquired by SPB Hospitality at $14 a share. Look at that. VRAR shares are halted on a circuit breaker to the downside, so that went down. Polygon now available in iTrust Capital and 401k IRA accounts. Look at that. The Ethereum Layer 2 scaling there. Oh, man. You can now get Ethereum in your 401k and IRA. Look at that. Looky there. Let's see here. Right, since we go to Cocoa a few times a month. Cocoa Beach is nice. It's pretty cool. Nice. So here's the deal. I went to Cocoa Beach one day. I think I went there when I was a kid, but like when I was, you know, a little older, I was probably like 19, 20, 21 years old, somewhere around there. And I went to Cocoa Beach, and we drove to get there. We finally get there. We arrive. We get to the little, you know, park, and then you go over the little walkway over to the beach there. When we're coming up, so again, it's all the trees, so you can't see the beach when you park. You have to go up over the little walkway, and then as you're going through the trees, it opens up and you can see the beach. So we're going there. we go to get out the car, like pull in, go to get out the car. All these people are running, like literally running, like to get into their cars, like 100 miles, and it's sunny, right? We're looking up against sunny. I'm like, what is going on? These people are running, like, and they're all running like they're freaking out. You know what I mean? Like they're freaking out, like literally. I'm like, what in the world? And so I'm like, all right. That was kind of weird. And so, like, you know, we're the only ones, I guess, going the other way. And so you get that weird feeling like, are we going the wrong way? Because everybody else is going that way. We're going this way. I don't understand it. so anyway, we walk up over the steps and we go down over the little walkway there, and the trees open up. And as soon as we get to that, boom, this wind hits us like wind. It's like the sand's beating. You're like, what in the world? I look up and there's a water spout, literally a tornado on the water. Like, and I look at my friend and I'm like, holy smokes, that's a tornado on the water. Like, what? I was like, now I understand why everybody was going that way. The problem was because the trees and the way we were parked, we were down below, the wind wasn't hitting us. And then it was sunny on this side, but then as soon as you crossed over, it went dark, and that like was the clouds were all over the water, so you couldn't tell it was like a storm or water spout. But you couldn't tell it was a storm until you got like onto the beach. It was like the weirdest thing, but it was just so funny how like everybody's running away, and you're just like the only one going the other direction. Like that weird feeling in your gut, like, should I be doing this? Should I be doing this? You know what I'm saying? It was anyway. I had seen. I've never physically seen a tornado in that. Seeing an actual tornado on the ground, like in person. But I have seen a funnel cloud go down and almost touch the ground in a field right beside me. So practically saw a tornado. It wasn't, it didn't fully touch down. It came all the way down about probably 8 feet from the ground and went back up. You could see the ground, like the stuff spinning, like it was getting ready to touch the ground. But so I saw that. But that right there took the cake. Seeing a water spout, that is just like, I mean, mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. Seeing that thing on the water spinning all the way up, I mean, it was weird. It was like the weirdest thing. But man, that wind was rough, and it was blowing that sand. You're like, it's like beating you. I turned around, we ran back to the car, got in the car, and it just started pouring down rain. Like, I mean, pouring down rain. We sat there, and about 10 minutes, and then all of a sudden the rain stopped. And then I looked out, like, we gotta check and see if this wind's over. The wind died down, water spout was gone. Beach went back to normal. Sun came out. It was literally like nothing ever happened. It's the weirdest thing. Weirdest thing. So I'm sure you probably see that a lot out there, being so close to the Atlantic Ocean there. But, yeah. So, Brian, how about MRIN? Ace and I paper-handed it. I lost a lot of money this week. Yeah, this week was kind of rough, FYI. Jason, it is no longer called paper-handing. It is called Portnoy-handing. Yo, Nick's in here now. Good morning, Nick. They tried to scare us. I see it ain't happening. It ain't happening. Oh, man. Did you see what I tweeted, Nick? Go look at what I tweeted. I tweeted at him. You have to look. It's under my tweets and replies on Twitter. You check it out. You're going to want to retweet that. Let's see here. Bryce says, either way, I suck at this whole investing thing. I'm not even sure why I do it. Rebecca, water spouts can be dangerous. Most people think they're like dirt devils. Oh, it was insane. It was really weird seeing that on the water when I was down there. I mean, I just like that just blew my mind. I'm like, is that what I think it is? Like, you walk over, you step over something, everybody's running the other direction. You're like, why are they all running that way? And then you just keep walking on or whatever. I don't know what that was all about. Then you look up and you're like, okay, now I see why they're going the other way. See ya. That thing was coming in hot and heavy. Bye-bye now. That's what I did. I was like, see ya. Peace. You know, you have that little butt pucker moment where you're like, oh, man. Let's see here. Brian said, when I lived in Arizona, we would ride our four-wheelers through the dirt devils in the desert. It's like getting stung by a million bees at once. Oh, God. I tell you what, I've been stung by bees, you know, and it's just one of those like, you know, thing. But I tell you what, I don't know if it can live up to Florida, because you're in Florida, man. I gotta talk about this crazy. Every time I go to Florida, something crazy happens. It's like Florida is like crazy. All right, you go down there and crazy stuff happens. All right, it's just I don't understand it. Like where I live at, like we do have some things, but not like Florida. Every time I go there, something happens. Water spout, and then what I was about to say was fire ants. Oh my gosh. Oh man, if you've ever stepped in a big huge thing of fire ants, that's the worst thing you could do. I was barefoot. I literally with my aunt. She's like, "Hey, we're gonna go pick up a pizza. Come on, kids, you want to ride in the car?" I'm like, "All right, cool, let's go." So I was like, well, "Wait a minute, I gotta put my shoes on." She's like, "Nah, don't worry about it. Just come on, it's barefoot. You're good, no problem." I was like, "All right, whatever." So I like, you know, then we're coming back, and I'm carrying the pizza, and I'm paying attention and running. I stepped in the world's biggest anthill. Oh my god, fire anthill. Them things ate me alive. Needless to say, I said, take the pizza. And they're like, what? And I'm like, ah! The worst thing you can do, by the way, is smack at them. Because that just pisses them off. Them things ate me up. Oh, it was the worst. Oh, man. It's like a bee sting. You get one sting, it's in one spot, and it just goes, ugh. The fire ants, them things light you up everywhere. Everywhere. It's like you can't get away from it. Oh, man, it was terrible. Yeah, so, you know, when you're in Ohio, you don't really have fire ants, so it's just kind of like, you don't worry about that kind of thing. You just walk out barefoot and, you know, no problem. You run around, whatever. You know, no issue, whatever, you know. Florida, you can't do that. Can't do that, Florida. Just saying. Jason, when I was stationed Fort Walton Beach, Florida, we saw water spouts all the time. They're cool, but man, they will mess stuff up real quick. People treat Florida like a trash can and think they can just go crazy when they come here for vacation. Yeah, right? Oh, man. Florida's crazy. Like, just stuff that, like, just the random things that happen. Every time I go down there, something random happens. Something random. I've always got a story for Florida, I'm telling you. Dustin's in here. What up, Dustin? So speaking of fire ants, when I was a kid, I had sat down on my chocolate milk carton, went back to take a drink or chug, and a mouthful of fire. Oh my god! Oh, Dustin, that one takes the cake. Oh no! Oh, that ain't even no. Oh, y'all drop some likes on the stream for Dustin. Oh man. Not only did you sit down on your chocolate milk, but you got a mouthful of fire ants, man. Oh. Oof. I couldn't imagine. Alright, I gotta know, Dustin. Did you eat them? Did you swallow them? Did you swallow the fire ants? Because I'm pretty sure they probably burned coming out the other end. Hey, I don't know what's worse, eating a ghost chili pepper or a bunch of fire ants. I'm sure the experience is very similar because I've been there before. Oh, man. I don't even know what to say to that. That's crazy. Oh, I can imagine. Brian said there are some rough people that live down here. Oh, yeah. So the one thing that I just can't seem to. So like I always think about, oh, it would be cool to live in Florida, be close to the beach and that, and then I'm kind of like, part of me's like, I don't really want to. I don't know, man. Y'all got some weird stuff down there. Y'all got snakes. I'm not big on. I mean, we have them up here, but not like y'all have down there. I don't know if I can do the snakes. It's like you gotta trade it. So it's like, be warm most of the year round, deal with snakes, or not have to worry about snakes and deal with snow. And I'm thinking, I'll probably take the snow. I can handle snow, and snow sometimes is fun. You can have fun with snow. You can't have fun with snakes. You can have fun with snow. Not that you love snow. Sometimes you hate snow, especially if you have to drive in it. But just saying, I don't know about that. Bleep, no! I was 6 years old and I remember both my parents somehow in my memory had all both of their hands in my mouth trying to pull them out. Yeah. Hey, did they wash their hands before they did that? I'm just curious. Brian says snow is pointless. Yeah, I know, but I guess I'm just saying it don't bite you though. It don't bite you. Wait a minute. Yeah, it can. Frostbite. Oh my god. It can bite you. I didn't even think about that. Oh man, frostbite. Oh no. Oh man. Oh, look at Trey using the wisdom. All short sellers are just guaranteed buyers. Bam, bam, bam. So, see, I win. Friend says, I win. Alright, so here's the thing with AMC we gotta look at. Alright, y'all, I get it. So we had to break down. It kind of came out of that big bull flag we were in. So that was the thing. It broke down out of it, and that's really the reason why it started to come down. So here's the thing, right? It's the Friday before a holiday, so there's not a lot of people putting volume out there. Alright? So shorts are literally taking their opportunity right now to just punch it. Well, it's more or less, let's kick it while it's down, more or less, right? That's what's happening with AMC. Kick it while it's down. So that's what you're seeing. But remember, when it becomes down, more people start to see it. When people start putting out these, oh, we're shorting, oh, we're doing it, oh, that's just gonna beep the people off. And then come Tuesday, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, that volume's gonna start coming back in. I got that feeling. That's what's gonna happen. They're playing with fire right now. They're playing with fire ants. They're playing with fire ants. These ants about to burn them. About to burn them. It's gonna happen. That's where we're at right now. But the whole market in general, though, is like Tesla's moving up, Coinbase moving up, Tari's moving up, and we got movement on WiseKey as well. Everything else looks like it's red, of course, on our show stocks list here. All right, y'all. I'm telling you, y'all need to check this out because it's working really nicely. Y'all need to check out this. It's called Olive.cash. All right, so like you can literally on crypto, you can buy some of this Cherix token, and you can turn it into and you can farm it on this Olive.cash. And I'm telling you right now, they're paying 998% or something like that APY on this thing. It's like insanely high, like percentage yield, and they're paying it out in Olive, which Olive, by the way, crypto that's currently, let me look at it on PooCoin. Every time I say PooCoin, I laugh and smile. Yeah, PooCoin. But let's see, Olive Cash token. Olive is $26 right now. $26. Or I'm sorry, 26 cents. My bad, excuse me, 26 cents. I don't know why I said 26 bucks. 26 cents. But I got my I looked at it wrong. I said 26, but 26 cents. But if you go and look at it, I mean, 26 cents don't sound like a lot. But this stock chart is really nice. If I go to let's go to the 4-hour chart here. With the market, crypto market taking a hit, this thing's come way down. But this thing, at one point, if I can zoom it down here, when it first opened, it really launched, but it went up to like $1.61. So this is kind of like more or less it's the cost of like Dogecoin, right? So it's about like owning Doge, and it's really low right now, and it went up to $1.60 something. So this thing's been $1 before on Olive. And as for like if you go, let's see here. So if you go to the website olive.cash, you go down, it says total Olive supply is 2,810,934 with a market cap of 732,000. So it's just shy of $1 million market cap. They've had 37,000 burned. It says new Olive block 1. So anyway, that's where they're at right now on Olive. But again, you could just sit there with your Cherix token, put it in there and farm it, and it just starts spitting out Olive. And then over time, the value of that continues upward. Boom, you just gain. It's like super cool. Super cool. Let's see. MRIN doing okay this morning. Should have bought more. Okay, let's take a look at it. MRIN. The number one mover today so far is Wave. WAVE. It's up 139.29%. Let's take a look at it. Wave. 127% right now. Look at this thing. Let's go to 1 hour chart. You can look at both. Boom, boom. Look at that thing. Wave took off. This thing's just been running. And then it G-dubbed. It's got a little bit of a pullback, but still. MRIN. Alright, so here's the deal. I think I'm just going to go into lunch today. Since the market's kind of And there's some things I need to do since we're going to the game tonight. We're actually going with some people, so we're driving them. So I want to make sure that I clean out our van. I'm just saying. our van. So I cleaned it out before we went on our trip. It was really nice or whatever. But you know, when I went on our trip back in in April, May or whatever, and so I haven't had a chance to clean it since then because we've had so much rain and I've had so much going on. So, but we have a new vacuum now, and this thing is like the coolest thing in the world. And so it's gonna make my life a million times easier, but at the same time I want to get ready. So I think I'm just gonna go to lunch today, guys, on the stream. I know y'all gonna miss me. But I'm kind of excited. Again, 2 o'clock the bond market closes. Things close early today. I don't think there's too much movement in the market, really. Again, we'll be back on Tuesday. Tuesday will be the day that we get back into everything and everything's rolling. But let's see, Pyramid's in here, y'all. What up? Enjoy lunch break. I'm not leaving yet. I'm not leaving now. I'll leave. I'm gonna probably leave around 12:30ish. Well, probably around 12:30. That way I can get things together, whatever. Because I didn't know I was going to the game until late last night. Like I didn't confirm it until just a couple minutes ago. But I kind of heard that we might be going to the game tonight. So we're gonna take my daughter, I guess, to her first game. That's gonna be interesting. She's not even 2 yet. We'll probably be in the family zone all night. Brian says, "Boo, boo." Hey, wait a minute. Are you any of y'all out there baseball fans at all? Manny? Jay says, wait. I hear banjos. Nope. Just traveling to West Virginia this weekend for the in-laws' 4th anniversary. Hey, wait. My 4th anniversary? It was last week. That means they got married right around the same time. That's kind of interesting. That's interesting. Oh, you put 40th. I was getting ready to say, like, man, that's a big celebration, 4th anniversary. 40th. Oh, typo there. Hey, it's all good, Jason. We got you. We understand. I'm thinking, man, that's interesting. Man, they're doing a party for the 4th, man. You mean the 4th of July? Oh, it doesn't. He said, "Be safe, brother. I appreciate you. Have fun. Happy 4th. Oh, you leaving? Y'all, I didn't say I was going right now, man. Y'all ready to go? Y'all just like, I'm out. See you later, Beast. Corey's leaving. I'm done. Oh, April's in here now. See, y'all can't leave. Yo. April says, I should have bought more MRIN as well. April's in here now. See, y'all can't leave. That's funny. I'll probably, like I said, around 12:30ish. So here about an hour and a half. I'll go get lunch. I'll go eat, whatever. Take care of my dog. Clean out a van. That sounds fun, doesn't it? Cleaning out a van. So. Uh-oh. ESPN, U.S. sprinter banned from Tokyo 100 meter. It said, Sha'Carri Richardson apologizes for testing positive for marijuana. Says she was coping mechanism after mother's death. Uh-oh. Already getting some Olympic news. By the way, the Olympics at the end of this month. The Olympics. Tokyo. Would have to follow along with that a little bit, you know? It was supposed to happen last year, didn't, got pushed back because of COVID, so we're getting the Olympics, y'all. We're getting the Olympics. My nephew is not too awful far away from the Olympics right now. He's actually in the Navy stationed in Japan right now. So it's I told him, I said, man, I said, you're gonna be there when the Olympics are there. You should go. And they're like, oh, we can't get off. Oh, we're not allowed off base. I'm like, oh, that stinks. COVID. Yeah, I got you. Oh, so close. Hey, that's one of those things. Like, you get to. I feel for some of the military members that are able to travel, like, or like aren't like they're deployed, but they're not able to like experience it, right? Because I know Jason's talked about a little bit about traveling around the country in the military and how you get to kind of experience each country and whatever. But our military members right now, they're literally just kind of like stuck sitting at base, like they can't go anywhere. Yeah, because of COVID. But so it's like, you know, you get that chance to finally like go somewhere, and then it like you can't. It hinders you. You know what I mean? That's gotta stink. Oh. Brian said she just couldn't put the J down, huh? I think there's a little delay on the feed. Y'all are like responding to the stuff I said about a minute or two ago. But yeah, definitely. Jason, I'm waiting for my primary doctor to call me back. Had both of my legs go out on me last night, causing me to fall down a couple stairs. Ruptured discs suck, especially when the VA doesn't do crap. Oh, man. Yo, you fell down the stairs, man? Oh, man. Oh, that's... I feel for you. Dude, hey, I'll tell you what. I fell one time. I didn't go all the way down the stairs, but the worst part of it was like, I was at the top of the stairs at our old apartment, and the wall was brick that goes down. So it was like our apartment, like the way it worked, where I lived at, there was like, it was 2 floors. We were on the top floor until you had apartment below you. Then you had one across the hall, and they had one below them. So it was basically like a set of stairs that go up flat, and then another set of stairs that go up, and then there was. So that's how it was. So like. But it's all brick, because it was outside, right, to go into the apartment. It's all brick. I tripped coming around the corner, getting ready to go down the steps, and I literally went, it wasn't the fall, it was my arm and part of my back rubbed all the way down the brick. So it was almost like rug burn, but brick burn. Oh man, that was the worst. It like just scraped me all down the side there. As I fell, because my body weight got caught on the brick when I went down. Oh man, that's the worst. But man, I hope that gets better for you, Jason. That stuff's no good. My fathers went through a lot of surgeries, back surgeries and things, so I know what that's all about. So he said, thank God I was only 2 steps up and not at the top. Oh my God. My wife took a tumble one time at her work, and she was like, for a while there, she was like scared of steps. We had to. It's the weirdest thing. Like, I guess when you like, it can really scare you sometimes. It like scared her, so like she was like really nervous to go downstairs for like a good while, and then finally she just like, it went away or whatever. But like that first initial, oh my God, I'm gonna fall. So, Ryan says you should fall up the stairs like our leaders. Oh Lord. Oh. April said, goodness. Oh. Alright, so falling's never fun, but y'all gotta have some like funny stories about falling, right? Like, anybody got anything on falling that's just kind of funny? I'm curious to see what y'all say. Today's kind of a day. outside of Wave, which is moving big time up today, up to 132%. But then we were following MRIN. You guys are talking about it. Everything else pretty much bop, bop, bop. So it is all good. Just curious, has anybody got any funny falling stories? Because even though falling sometimes is bad, sometimes it can be really, really funny. Sometimes, you know, gotta look at it on the bright side. Alright. Let's see here. Brian says, I snapped the tendon in my calf a couple months ago, just from running up the stairs. Ugh. Rebecca said, I hate to admit this, but I fell in horse pee once. See what I'm saying? We just turned that conversation upside down. Here we go. Oh, Dustin says, I work construction and we were pushing wheelbarrows full of mud up a ramp and you had to go get some motion going to get it up. That's what she said. My big buddy gave it hell. Got caught up on a corner of the wood. Oh man. And Superman's right over the wheelbarrow full of mud. I know it hurts, but it was funny as HE double hockey sticks. Oh, that's the best. Jay says, when I was a kid, I tried climbing over a chain link fence and my pants got caught as I was going over, and I literally fell and smacked my forehead on the ground. So there I am, hanging upside down from the fence with my face in the dirt, screaming for help. Oh. Jason, you just remind me of like Dane Cook's B&E, like the bit where he does B&E. He talks about his doing a B&E. He's like, yeah. He's like, I look around and my buddy's got his shirt. It's all tied up. He's like, what's wrong? He's like, it's my favorite shirt. It's like caught in the fence. He's like, it's my favorite shirt. He said, we don't wear your favorite shirt on a B&E or your second favorite shirt, you dunce. You just remind me of that. He's like, I'm stuck. He's like, I'm stuck. Rebecca says, in Savannah, we have horse carriages, and I was drunk crossing the road, face planted right into PP. Rebecca had one too many Grandma's Lemonades that day and then decided to jump into the horse's own version of lemonade. With her face. Oh, come on, Rebecca. Oh, man, that's... Oof. Jason had a goose egg in the middle of my forehead for like 2 weeks. Oh. Well, so I'll tell you something that happened to me. It may not be quite as funny as some of the stories that you all were just telling, but it was priceless. All right. The funny thing is, this kind of happened twice. I'll tell you both stories. They're both kind of funny. They're kind of funny. The first one is I was working in radio. We were doing we were at a concert, and this other station that was our competition at the time. Before we ended up buying that station out. Anyway, they decided they were gonna sneak a whole bunch of banners on this fence line. Now, we're not supposed to put it on, but the fence line faces the road where all the cars drive in. So they were like, oh! And so we're like, oh, they tried to banner it. And so I looked over and I looked at my partner in crime, aka my boss at the time. I look at him, he looks at me, and we're like, oh yeah, you thinking what I'm thinking? He goes, I'm thinking what you're thinking. He said, we got the roll banners right here in the back. I said, yep. We're taking them down. So we went and we took the other station's banners and we're ripping them down. I'm ripping them down, all right? I grabbed the roll and I'm running down the thing, with this big old banner roll, you know what I'm saying? And I got it, and I'm trying, we're taping it up and everything, and I get at the very end, I get it taped up, all right? And so it taped up or whatever, hooked up the whole banner roll, and then keep in mind, this is in like a ditch line, right? Okay, there's like a ditch line. It's kind of dark, all right? This is like it's like evening, it's dark, whatever. So I'm running, and they're back at the vehicle because they were at the other end. I was the one just kind of getting it finished at the other end. I take off running, full speed. All of a sudden, they said all they saw was me disappear. There was a hole. I didn't see the hole. Boom! Down in the hole I went. I mean, it was a big drop. There's like a big hole, and I just went. I didn't do the hole. They all said, like literally, they were like, "Where in the HE double hockey sticks did Corey go?" Like, where did he go? They said if they had a camera, you'd just see me running, and then just, boom, disappear. Just disappear. I literally fell in a hole, y'all. I was down at the bottom of the hole. I'm like, somebody help me up! Help me out of here! I don't know what that was. Someone just dug something or a big old hole. I just went down in it. I was like, gone. Disappeared. Yeah, they had to help me up out of the hole. I had mud all over me. I ate it pretty epically, but it was awesome. Yeah, so it didn't hurt or anything, but I mean, it was funny for everybody that saw me just disappear. Joey says, good morning, everybody. AMC tank today. Well, so here's the deal with AMC. All right, Joey. First, you need to go look at my Twitter. You need to go to my Twitter page, Joey. You need to look at my tweets and replies. You need to see what I tweeted out. You got to read what was underneath what I wrote, and you'll understand. But it's yeah, little somebody out there trying to talk some dirt on AMC, and yeah, I had to give him a little bit of this. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of this. But to continue, he says, I'm not a tweeter. Oh, you don't have to be a tweeter to read it. You don't have to be a tweeter to read it. But anyway, back to my other stories. This also happened in radio. This is in Nashville. It's in Nashville. So we were meeting up with one of our other radio peeps, and this was during the CMA Awards Week in Nashville, which is like crazy thing down in Nashville. Super busy. April probably knows all about country music awards down in Nashville. That's a big thing. But so we're down in Nashville, and there's the Hilton Hotel, which is one of the fancy hotels in Nashville. It's where a lot of the celebrities stay at. So we're meeting with one of our radio peeps down there because we came in late, so we didn't get to stay there. So we were staying at another hotel. But we were going out for the night, like night on the town. So anyway, we got to our hotel. I was chugging beers. We were ready. And this was the same night, by the way, that the time changed. So like we had fall back. So we're driving in and we got fall back, and then not to beat that, but it goes from Eastern time to Central time. So we gained like 2 hours that night. So I was just like, hey, we got all these extra hours. Let's party, whatever. So I'm chugging beers. We're getting pretty lit, you know, and we taxi, because Uber wasn't a thing at the time. We taxied down to the to the Hilton, and it was funny. Like I was already feeling so good that I went into like the spinning doors, and then I just kept going. And my one of our other radio peeps and the bellhop's just looking like, what in the world? like we're in this fancy hotel, and I'm running in circles around this thing. My friend comes out and she's cracking up. They're all cracking up. And the bellhop guy, I was like, yeah. I was like, we're ready for a good night. We're in Nashville. Let's go. I was so excited. No, I was ready to go. That was a fun night. Well, so then I go running around the corner, and we're all excited. I'm not paying attention. We're talking. All of a sudden, I disappeared again. It's because I wasn't paying attention where I was walking. I fell off a loading dock. There's a loading dock there for semis, and I was on the platform, and I didn't realize I was on it because it kind of goes into the ground, and then it gets higher as you go. And so I'm literally just turned around walking, but then it just drops off. Like it was just a drop off, and I guess they were paying attention. I wasn't. Bam! Off the loading dock I went. See you later. Bye-bye. Boom! They're like, oh my God, are you okay? And I jumped up. I'm okay! And then I turn around, the bellhop's cracking up laughing. That's my two funny fall stories. Every time I tend to disappear. When I fall, I disappear. But, yeah. Yo, Dustin said, that sounds like a coyote and the Roadrunner. April says, I used to clean houses for a living, and one time I heard a loud racket and looked around and seen cleaning supplies tumbling down the stairs. And then the cleaning bucket, and then my friend I had hired came tumbling right behind it all and rolled past all of the cleaning supplies into the kitchen on the house. Thankfully, she was okay. Now, April, when you helped her up, I gotta know, did you ask her? Did you look at her straight in the eyes and say, you want to do it again? And then just point at her and go, again, that was after you made sure she was okay, but you gotta look her in the eye and say, you want to do that again? You want to ride again? Oh, man. Poor cleaning lady. Poor cleaning lady. Oh. Oh, gee. April says, I did make sure she was okay. And then I busted out laughing. And I laughed for days. Oh, that poor old cleaning lady, April. Oh, that poor lady. Oh, ha, ha, ha. Joey, follow me on Twitter. I thought you didn't tweet. And now here you are. Follow me. Joey says, I forgot I had a Twitter that I don't use. I saw what you posted. I bought some dip today on AMC. I hope we get that 10% swing. Yeah. Oh, Joey Trey said it would trade sideways for a while before another rip. Yeah, yeah, it's expected to do that. I mean, it's the thing though. I expect it to be sideways anyway. It's just it took a little dip when that news came out with that little tweet. That tweet where old dude was like, our old company was like, oh, we're shorting the stock. You know, that kind of thing. And I said, that's fine. You can short it. Just wait till you get squoze. You gonna get squoze. It's gonna happen. Oh! Uh-oh. It looks like they officially... Brian, if you're still in here, they officially said a strengthened Elsa becomes the first hurricane of the year. The fifth named storm of 2021, Atlantic hurricane season strengthened to a hurricane 2021 Atlantic hurricane season strengthened to a hurricane early Friday with Florida and Barbados among those in its projected path. As of Friday morning, Elsa sustained winds of 74 miles per hour with a gust of 86 miles an hour recently reported at Barbados, according to the National Hurricane Center. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, otherwise known as NOAA, encourages people residing in states along the Atlantic coast to download the FEMA mobile app and learn about how to prepare for hurricanes by visiting ready.gov and listo.gov. The Atlantic hurricane season began on Tuesday, June 1st and ends on Tuesday, November 30th. Oh, man. Let's see here. Jason says it's like MMAT. It's going to trade sideways until every broker gets the merger crap squared away. I know. I keep wondering, like, when is this thing going to happen? Like, this is crazy. Like, what is this? Oh, wow. So they've got a, dang, so its current path's going over to Central Florida, huh? They got it coming in on the Gulf side, down there by Carlos. Carlos, are you in here? Yo, they got this path coming right at you, man. It's coming in right. Hey, that's right. That's right where I just was like a month ago. That's literally the storm's got it down there by Anna Maria, which is where I was at. Well, just south of Anna Maria. Just south of Sarasota, they got the path of it headed in there. Man. That thing's gonna go right over top of my my family down there. Oh, snap. Let's see here. Joey says, I've been in Houston all week and haven't been able to follow you this week. How's your crypto bot been doing in this crypto market? Oh, the crypto bot. No, I literally, I'm about to stop it. It hasn't really done anything. It kind of just set for the most part because it bought and it was supposed to sell at a certain rate. It just kind of was holding. So I think I'm just going to end up stopping the crypto bot because I feel like I would do better than the bot anyway. And then the other thing is I'm putting it into, I think I'm starting to allocate those funds into other things. I don't know. I think the crypto bot was like a try it and it didn't really do what I thought it was going to do. So I think I'm done with the crypto bot. But let's see. Jay says, I remember years ago it was exposed that NOAA was buying millions of hollow point bullets. Odd. Guess they are going to shoot the hurricane out of the sky. Maybe make it like Trump proposed. Oh God. Joey, Carlos better stock up on water and gasoline before the panic. Don't wait on the rush. Go ahead and get it. That and cases of SpaghettiOs. Jay says you can trust FEMA, right? Man. I don't know, but they got the path of this thing. I mean, I'll show you. I'm gonna hide this menu. There we go. Make this a little smaller.
Oh, so this doesn't... Oh. Well, that stinks. I gotta... Oh well, I'll just drag it over. Alright, so here we go. Here's the path. So they got this thing coming down here and going right over top of Florida. Right about here's where I stayed at, Anna Maria Island, right over here. And I think Carlos, if he's out there, I think he's down in here. If I remember correctly. And then you got Brian, who's up in this range. Up here, right here. In this range. And it's then I got family that lives right in here. And then I got family that lives up in here. So literally this thing's heading like right over top of my family. Like both of them. Literally right over top the path. According to the courier. So they're probably gonna get hammered. So anyway. Jason, I think it is FEMA that is buying tens of millions of plastic coffins. Oh man. If it's less than a category 4, you're better off usually just staying in place than risk being stuck in standstill traffic trying to evacuate. Yeah. You should look at the UN project. Let's see here. You should look at the UN project population decline in the coming years. Either they are predicting more scamdemics, or maybe they are coordinating them. You guys, man, y'all got the theories up in here, man. Y'all got the theories. The theories. Projected. I got you. Projected. The UN projected population decline. Okay. Oh, that's what I said. I'm like, huh? The UN project. Like, man. Hey, I just wonder how many of those peeps that are in those are in those areas just decide, hey, I'm just like, again, if they were open right now, which I mean, I think some of them are, but just like take a cruise, like, hey, I'm just gonna take a cruise. Why? Because they're gonna sail away from the storm, and then I have to worry about evacuating because I'm right there and the cruise lines are right there. You just jump on a cruise boat, say, I'm just gonna pay a couple $100 and go this way. Go here. Go out on the cruise. That'd be, I don't know, I think that'd be a smart little evacuation plan. I'll throw a couple $100, go on a cruise, get out of here. They're not gonna sail into the storm, I can tell you that. Alright, Fake Token literally just tweeted. As the new features roll out within the next few days, we shall see a large rise in volume. Auto Deployer is built and under the final stages of testing, which means new tokens will hit FegX and all reward systems will pump much harder. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Let's see. Jason, want to talk about tinfoil hats? My neighborhood just got several 5G nodes placed throughout it. People threatening to move if they finish them. They put one less than 100 feet away from my house. So what's wrong with that? What's wrong with 5G? Really? Oh man. 5G! Yo! Faster speeds! So you're basically saying the people in your neighborhood are like the brother on Better Call Saul, huh? People think it gives you cancer or some crap, and the government can read your mind with them. Read your minds! Oh, man! Read your minds! The government is listening! To those people, you want to go up and you want to just say, hey, can the government hear this? And then you just like straight up just rip like the biggest fart in the world. You go, and you go, ha ha ha! Government heard that. Thankfully, they're not smelling it. And then all of a sudden they go, they can do that too. And that's when you go, okay, I'm out of here. See you later. Bye bye now. Have a nice day. I'll see you later, y'all. Bye. All right, let's see here. Jason, they can smell it, but with 5G, they can smell it faster. Oh, smell it faster. Well, you know what they always say, whoever smelt it, dealt it, Oh. Joey says, I ever heard of MK Ultra? Michelob Ultra? I've heard of that. That's a beer, isn't it? Michelob Ultra. I know what you... Ain't that what you're talking about? Michelob Ultra, like the beer? The beer. Is that what you're talking about, Joey? All right, y'all. It's 11:30. I'll be hanging out with y'all for about another hour here. Okay. About another hour. We got 1 hour. And then I'm gonna be bowling out early for today, and then get some things together. So I said, also look at Microsoft patents 060606. Sounds too wacky to be true, but it is. Project MK Ultra, or is the code name given to the program of experiments on human subjects that were designed and undertaken by the U.S. It was a CIA program that whereby were attempted to use mind control on people. Oh, it's mind control. April just like, Pop said, you still in D-Nut? Y'all still in D-Nut? Let's take a look at D-Nut. Krispy Kreme. Krispy Kreme just kind of pulling back down after the big run up, but it's still, hey, look, it's still in that channel, y'all. Right in that channel. Hanging in there. D-Nut still cracks me up. I hope the person that came up with the ticker got a nice bonus. Jason, I gotta turn off this spell check. Yeah, I know, right? I'm literally like, what is he writing? What is he typing? April says, I sold mine, had a stop loss set at 1951. There, hopefully that works now. No more spell check. Oh, we're gonna get the straight up, unspelled version of Jason. Yeah, here it comes. Beard and all, coming in hot, typing. Jason's that beard ever get away of your fingers when you type on the keyboard, by the way? Does it ever, you have to like move it out the way so that you can type? Is that, yeah, is that a thing? Oh, Jason, oh hey April, I sent you a friend invite on PSN. Oh, yeah. PlayStation friends for life! Let's see. April says, I'm going to see if I can log into my PlayStation from work and accept it. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Man. April's got the job logging into PlayStation while she's at the family biz. At the family biz. Alright, y'all, I gotta know. What's the over-under on how many things I'm gonna be buying tonight at the Reds game for my daughter? Just taking her there for the first time. She's not even 2 yet. Should be 2 next month. And so I'm sitting there thinking, like how many hot dogs, ice creams? Man, that sneeze came on hot and heavy. I was like, bam! Like someone punched me in the nose. But anyway, how many hot dogs, ice creams, nachos and cheese, pretzels? What all am I buying tonight? That kid's gonna be eating everything. Like, I want this, I want that. Give me one of these. It's gonna happen. Jay said you're gonna drop at least $200. I know, man. I need to invest in something really quick for a day trade. What we got? Just to pay for tonight. We weren't even supposed to go. The tickets just fell in our lap last night. It was weird. Oh, I literally just text my my family down in Florida, just like sent them the screenshot of the path. I text my aunt, she goes, I haven't even heard anything about it. But then again, I haven't been watching the news either. It's just like, I was like, oh, okay, well, you know, there you go. I said, well, FYI, there's a hurricane heading your way. Maybe you should check it out. maybe you should just, you know, check it out. You're gonna get some storms. Maybe prepare yourself. Joey says, all right, I need a haircut. Stay classy, San Diego. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Yeah, get it, Joey. All right, Joey. Well, you have a good weekend. Cause like I said, here in about about 40 minutes or so, I'll be heading out of here. Myself. So y'all have a great 4th of July weekend. Get it. Hey, don't blow your fingers off. Don't blow your fingers off. Keep them fingers and toes. Actually, last year's 4th of July, I went over to my buddy's house, and might have had a few, a couple beers, but I shot a bottle rocket, and it literally instead of going up, this thing just I guess was like a half done, and it rainbowed. It had the weirdest trajectory, and it literally, I just straight held it out of my hand, shot it up, and it went straight over to his neighbor's house and exploded right in front of his neighbor's house. Bam! I was like, oh no! I looked at him, he looked at me, I know. And then his wife's like, all right, fireworks are done. Fireworks are done. I was like, oh, sorry. I didn't mean it. I was like, it wasn't even pointed that way. I was pointing over here. It just, so FYI, watch it. Fireworks don't always go where you point them to. I pointed it here, and it was whoosh, over there. I'm still trying to figure out how physics allowed it to go to there. It didn't add up, I don't know. But then again, it happened. So but hey, it didn't break anything or anything. It just the neighbor would have walked out of the door, it probably would have scared the pants off of him. Boom! Right in front of the front door. Bam! It exploded. I was like, oh man. They're probably then again, I don't know. The neighbors might have been outside or not home. I don't think they were home because they didn't come outside. So I might have been fortunate. But to that neighbor, by the way, in case they are listening, because you just never know, right? Weird coincidences can happen, but if they're on here listening right now, I'm sorry for almost blowing your house up last 4th of July. Jason, is that you? Is that you right there on that TikTok video? Is that you with the 41,000 views? I can't. Yeah. I don't have the audio turned on. I have to watch the audio in a little while. But whatever it is, it looks funny. High five. Looks like today might be a good day to buy some IBM. Welcome, High Five. How you doing? He says, laugh a lot, I wish. You'll get a good laugh at the vid I sent you. Oh, man. I'll just check that one out. Yeah, today's one of those days. One of those days. Alright, let's see here. Boom, boom, boom. Jason says GW, George W. forming on MMAT. MMAT. Metamaterials, let's look at it. Yeah, it is. Look at that. G-Dub. We just need them to release all that stuff. Ava says, I will log into PlayStation 9, Jason, except that I can't see how to do it on PC for some reason. Okay, cool beans, Jason says. Oh, man. I was the third wheel of that conversation. Just saying. Nah, and so was everybody else listening. So there you go. Uh-oh. Let's see here. Oh man, the news is coming out everywhere. Sprinter Sha'Carri Richardson loses chance to go for the gold after testing positive for cannabis. Cannabis. I don't get it. How can cannabis make you go faster? I'm pretty sure that stuff chills you out, if you know what I'm saying. How can it make you run faster? How is that even possible? I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how someone. Oh, I get it. I know why. Oh, so I guess somebody down at the other end holding a pizza would make somebody that has some cannabis in their system run a little bit faster. Huh? That's. You know what you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, cannabis for real. That stuff just, oh man, I thought, really? I guess it would if someone had a pizza or some nachos, some down there at the other end. They're sitting there, they're eating them, watching the Olympics, and all of a sudden the spirit's like, oh man, the nachos look so good. Bam! Boom! You know what I'm saying? I mean, for real right now? Come on now. Oh man. April talking about how her life consists of work and more work and WEBULL and YouTube and video games and karaoke parties on the weekends. Yo, you forgot to pop the chart in there. I know you put YouTube, but you're supposed to put hashtag pop the chart. You know what I'm saying? You got to put it in there, April. We got to write it in there. And karaoke parties on the weekends. Hi-Fi says cannabis is federally listed controlled substance, and the Olympic teams are funded by federal money. So, thereby, you cannot fund a criminal knowingly. Oh, but it depends on the state. It may not be a crime in that state. Oh, but you're talking federal. Okay, whatever. Blah, blah, blah. It doesn't make you run faster. I'm just saying. At the end of the day, it doesn't make you run faster. April says, pop the chart! Yeah, get it. Definite. Mysterious MM. The mysterious MM is in here. Mysteriously showing up in the Pop the Chart stream. And about to hit the subscribe button if the M&M mysterious person hasn't already hit it yet. And that like button. Thank you so much. APTY is a 2-penny stock stablecoin. 3-month chart looking like an AMC type move. Oh, penny stock stablecoin, huh? Let's take a look at it. APTY. On the OTC. You know me. Let's look at it. It's at, yeah. It is definitely barcoded light bright. I can tell you that. Definitely on the barcode light bright of things. But in the recent days, moving up. I do see that. I do see it. Does look like it's moving up on a daily. On a daily. Hi-Fi says, works the same just because pot is legal in your state. If you are a user, you cannot buy a firearm because firearms are regulated at the federal level. I get it. I know what you're saying. But it said, Jason, to show my age a little bit, I remember not only Toys R Us, but also Children's Place and KB Toys. KB Toys. All right. Back to the 1 minute. Oh, KB Toys. What a brilliant business model they had early on. I always remember it was at Johnny's Toys, had the key. You got to get the key to the castle. You're so excited, it's your birthday. You're like, oh man, going to Johnny's Toys. We're going down to the toy store. I got the key to the castle. And you're all excited about it. You're like, oh man, I get to pick a toy today because it's my birthday. I got the key to the castle. You're all stoked. You get down there, and then all of a sudden, it's like this rip-off, like, cardboard castle door, and you're like, what is this? You're like, what is this? What is this? And then you open it up, and it's like a keychains. And you're like, oh, yay. And little teeny little mini sleeky. And you're like, oh, okay, now look at that. Oh, man. I thought this was the key to the castle, not the key to the cardboard hut. What is this? I'm sorry for every person who ever was excited for Johnny's Toys' castle, and then to get there and only to be bummed out by what is inside. It's like meeting your idol, and then your idol saying, get out of here. And your idol not turning out to be what you think. I'm telling you, it was... Yeah, I'll never forget that. Open the door. You're all excited. You're ready to go. You're like, oh, I'm pumped. And then you walk out with a Tootsie Roll, and you're like, yeah, okay, whatever. Whatever. But, let's see here. It says, I just purchased my first firearm a few months ago. I have 3 grandbabies, a 6-year-old grandson, 2-year-old granddaughter, and a 3-month-old grandson, so I gotta stay young. Woo! Man! Man! How do you do it? I said, how do you do it, April? And April will respond by saying, karaoke nights on the weekends. That's how I do it. Karaoke nights on the weekends. Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, y'all. Here in about 28 minutes or so, 20 minutes or so, I'll be bolting out of here. Right about 12:30. I'll probably ball at 12:30. I'll go 12. We'll go to 12:30, noon 30ish, right to lunchtime, and then I will. I'll be bolting out. Let's see if anything happens crazy in the next 30 minutes. Anything. April says, haha, that's it, you got it. Jay says, I go to karaoke almost every Friday at the Legion. The Legion. I just need a recording. Jason singing "Friends in Low Places." I need it. I need to hear it. Got the big beard up there going to town singing, "I got friends in low places." Come on, I gotta hear it. Getting it. Beer in one hand, microphone in the other. Oh yeah. Jason said, "Hell yeah." Jay says, "I do everything from Johnny Cash to Rob Zombie." Oh, snap. I can see that. You ever sang on a sing snap? Oh, Lord, sing snap. Abel says, "That's me. I sing everything from country to rock." Never heard of it. He said, "Never heard of it." A sing snap. Sting snap is how I met my husband. Oh, snap. Oh, sing snap. Oh. He said, let's see, April says, "You can sing on there and your videos are worldwide and people can comment on your songs." Jason says, "I met my wife on Plenty of Fish." Oh, I keep hearing about all this. I was on a plane and I heard someone in the back talking about how this girl was talking about how she, there's a couple rows behind me. We're sitting on our plane this weekend and she's like, "Man," she's like, I've been looking for a man," you know, she's like, "I've been looking for someone," and this girl behind her, beside her is like, "Oh man, you need to do like my friend. She's on that. She's got that Plenty of Fish. She's got a hen. She's turned out all these different names like farmersonly.com." Like, you know what I'm saying? Just throwing them all out. I'm sitting there just, I look at my wife, she looks at me, and we both just kind of have that like funny smile, like, haha, this conversation's really interesting. So the things you hear on a plane, you're just like, oh, especially when you're waiting, you're just sitting there, you're waiting. You take off and you just, you know, anyway, Jason, "Sometimes I wish I'd thrown the fish back." Oh man. Uh-oh. Jason. Oh snap. You better watch this. She gonna pull that beard. Straight up. Oh man. It's fighting to get there, MMAT is. It might get there. Jason, if you stare at the stock chart long enough, if you look at it long enough, you may start to see 7s. Just whenever you see 77, 77, get the bleep out of there. Get the bleep out of there. Oh, my portfolio. It's so scary. I don't want to look at it. I don't want to see it. Oh, it's so bad. My portfolio just got kicked right into the ape kahunas. My aunt down in Florida, she responded and said, I guess I better watch the news, talking about the hurricane, because she didn't even know anything about a hurricane. And so I put back the GIF. I sent her the GIF of the weather guy on Family Guy, where he goes, they're like, hey, now take a look at the weather. And he goes, it gonna rain. And then they're like, all right, that's the weather report. It gonna rain. That's what I put. Funny. April says, my portfolio has dumped today bad. Ugh. Man, we keep hitting these cycles where it's just like, this, like, 3-4 day, week long, just downward, and then we get a little bit of a pull up and then just goes down again. It's like, man, what is going on? The crypto market, looking at it right now, we got some green showing up there. What's the crypto bubbles look like? Let's get a crypto bubbles update real quick. Crypto bubbles. We want to see them. We want to see the bubbles. And here's the bubbles, ladies and gentlemen. The bubbles. It looks like XDC up 14.6%. Nexus up 11.6%. CELs up 6.4%, STX up 5%, QNT 3.6%, FTT 2.6%. We got a few others out there as well, but it's a little bit of a mixed bag. You got BCHA's down 12.6%. It's a big one down. ICP down 6%, DCR down 6%, HBAR down 5%. So it's a mixed bag today. It's lately we've been seeing one or the other. Today's that kind of like day. Some things are doing good, some things are not. Ooh, update. The bubble started moving. The bubble started moving.
Shut up and sit down.
We're seeing more green all of a sudden, ladies and gentlemen. More green. Crypto bubbles. April says, I'm up great on MRIN. Still up 200% on AMC, but it's falling hard. Jason, it will go back up after 3-day weekend like always. Yep. 3-day weekend. It's just flat right now. The only reason why I dropped this morning is you had somebody saying, oh, I'm going to short it. I'm gonna short the stock. I think I'm cool, and then I'm gonna lose all the monies whenever I get squeezed. That's what's gonna happen. Just like that. Let's see here. Jason's people selling to have some extra money for their fireworks and barbecues. Yeah, that's right. I'm supposed to go to my parents tomorrow for a little barbecue, little grill out. That's what I'm talking about. But they literally where they're at. They're like centrally located because like everybody around them shoots fireworks. Also, it's like it's one of those places you can just go sit on the back porch and check it out. Yeah, sit on the back deck. Of course, I'll be seeing some tonight. Fireworks tonight. Since I'm going to the Reds game, it's Fireworks Friday. They do this, so there'll be fireworks tonight. That's in the ballpark, so that'll be kind of cool. See those tonight. So hey, if y'all end up watching the game tonight, you never know. You might see me on TV. Who knows? Probably not though. I'll probably be in the kids zone 24/7 tonight. The kids zone. I'll be in the kids zone. I'm just waiting for it. One of y'all is going to show up and they're going to be like, hey, can I have your autograph? I'm like, what? I'm like, I'm not a player. They're like, no, wait, yeah, you's on Pop the Chart. I know you. Y'all going to make me feel famous for like half a second. I'm like, oh, okay. And they're like, no, I'm just kidding. I don't really want your autograph. I just want to say hi. Okay. Thank you. Hi. Super duper boys in here. Thoughts on ASTRA? ASTRA. Well, you came in just in time, super duper boys. I'm leaving in about 15 minutes, taking a little bit early. I'm heading out a little early today, but we'll take a look at it here. ASTRA. Astra Space. Astra Space up 16% today. On the daily, look at it. Well, it's setting up for big explosions. What it's doing looks nice. Maybe a cup and handle formation, a slow up to here. Typically, you see some type of, well, let's draw a line here, a trend line. Typically, you see something along the lines. Depending on, I had to zoom in to get like right on. You got like this curve. Ah, it looks good. It looks like, in my opinion, it looks like it's gonna take off. He's got like a kind of a cup formation right here. Looking good. Oh, Bobby. Buy body on the dip. This will be above $20 by end of year. Body. B-O-D-Y. Beachbody. The Beachbody Company. It actually looks like it tried to do the same thing as what you were just looking at, then it went down. It's pretty low right now. Pretty low. Looks like it's actually heading downward. Then again, you kind of have a little bit of a cup and handle formation. So typically when this happens, you see a slow climb back up to here and then a pop. So maybe off of the cup and handle here. See? Cup Pull back. If this thing keeps running down, I'd watch it. But usually you see that, then you'll see this slow climb this way. And then a final pop up to here. So let's see if we drew a trend line. I like that. So when is that? September. So maybe $11 by September. And then pop up to maybe 16 or something. So that's what I think on that. I don't know if it gets to 20. I don't know if it gets to 20, but it might. It might. Then again, let's see. 18. It might get close to 20. Close. I don't know if it gets all the way there. Based on the chart pattern. Let's see here. Jay says, can you imagine the phone call the helicopter pilot that flew into the launch range the other day? God, I guarantee Elon got his name. Elon's like, sir, what's your name again? What is your name? I'm sorry, I need your name, sir. I need your name. Yeah, I know, right? Craziness. Let's see. Super duper boy, I missed out on your commentary for D-Nut. I think it might reverse by Tuesday due to holiday weekend. That's probably most of the market. And since we're talking about the market, it's time for the midday market update. Midway through the trading Friday, the Dow traded up 0.33% to 34,747, while the Nasdaq rose 0.5% to 14,594. The S&P also rose, gaining 0.47% to 4,340. As for leading and lagging sectors, information technology shares jumped by 1.1% on Friday. Meanwhile, top gainers in the sector included MRIN up 36% and CRNC up 12%. And trading on Friday, energy shares fell 0.7%. The top headline, U.S. economy added 850,000 jobs in June, recording the strongest job growth in 10 months. The U.S. unemployment rate rose to 5.9% in June. Equities trading up, though. We had WAVE, ALEC, and TATT. As for equities trading down, it's ITRM, ARWR, and ATHE. As for commodities news, oil traded down 0.1% to $75.16, while gold traded up 0.4% to $1,783. And that could be to the because of the Olympics, y'all. The reason why gold traded up, right? They had to go out and buy some gold, all right? Anyway, silver looks like it traded up too as well, so that's also part of it. You're going to see silver trade up because of the Olympics. You got to have silver. For some reason, bronze isn't showing up. Well, hey, we'll go there. Silver traded up 1.6% Friday at $26.52, while copper rose 1% to $4.27. And that is your midday market update. Right here on Pop the Chart. Hey, I can tell you though, there's one person not getting gold. Unfortunately, because she partaked in the cannabis. Oh man. She partook in the cannabis. Cannabis. Yes. Richard said, U.S. sprinter. She is no longer eligible because she tested positive for cannabis. Oh, man. Let's see here. Mysterious APTY stablecoin penny stock under 2 cents is pulling an AMC type move. See the 3-month chart. I see what you're saying. It's similar than what we say. A lot of the stocks will do that same thing, right? The only thing that I think though is that you got to remember though, that's an OTC stock. And you got to keep in mind too as well is that AMC had a lot of volume. All right, something that it happens a lot, right? With a highly motivated stock. So some of these stocks you got to remember, just because you're like, oh, it's doing that on the chart, doesn't mean it's going to see the volume for that. All right, so keep that in mind. It's got to see the volume. Volume is key. Remember that. April says, y'all. Papa Charters, y'all Papa Charters, have a great weekend. I'm going to actually get some work done. See you next week. Happy 4th of July, all yous. All right, April, thank you so much for being part of the show. You have a great 4th of July weekend. Thank you so much for hanging out. We will see you on Tuesday. Hopefully, if you come in here Tuesday, I'll be back Tuesday to stream. Boom, boom, boom. MRIN moving up again, another 3% in the last 5 minutes on MRIN. Let's take a look at it again since it's having a pretty good day today. MRIN, 44%. Look at it go. Look at it go. Oh, Terminator rolling up in here. All right, y'all. So, I got about 5 minutes here. 5 minutes until I head out. So, I'm going to go ahead and give you all the rundown. The rundown, ladies and gentlemen. Before I head out again, I got some things I got to do today. I found out just a little bit ago I'm actually going to a Reds game, going to a baseball game tonight. So I got some things I got to do, and I got to pick up my daughter and so forth and so on. So that was unexpected, but found out this morning that it's confirmed that we are going. So we have tickets to go to the game. So we're going to go to the game tonight. I'm going to take my daughter to her first baseball game. So that'll be really fun and interesting. Which is cool because they're playing the Chicago Cubs tonight. It's the Cincinnati Reds playing the Chicago Cubs, and they're which is crazy because I was just in Chicago last weekend. It's just there this past weekend, and so now I'm gonna see the team from the city that I was just in play my team here at home. So it'd be kind of cool. But AMC today down 9% already today, $49. 29 cents, so broke that $50 mark again. We had some news come out about that dang old iceberg research saying, oh, we're shorting the stock. So I tweeted at him and said, hey, what's going to happen is when climate change melts your company with an AMC short squeeze, you're going to be in a world of hurting. It's going to happen. It's going to happen at some point. But so far today, I had a high of 53.22, a low of 47.77, volume of 58 million so far today, opened up at 52.73. As for GameStop, GameStop's at 198.82, so it's down below $200 now. Opened at 205, had a high of 205, so it basically went from its high straight down, so it's been slowly bleeding today on GameStop. MRIN's had a really good day. It's up 43% today at $21.69. Opened up at 21 even. I went to a high of 25.60. Then had a low of 18.88, volume of 82 billion already today. Sitting at $21.60 right now. D-Nut, we followed the IPO yesterday. D-Nut, aka Krispy Kreme, down 9.86%. Oh man, someone put a hole in the D-Nut today and knocked it down. So there you go. Volume of 5.69 million so far today. High of 20.45. As for some of the other stocks today, BlackBerry down 1%, Savard down 3%, Cost down 3%, HOFV's down 4.7%, DLPN's down 1%, Cinedigm down 2%, CSCW down 1%, WiseKey down 1%. As for Tesla had a price target of $900 put out on them today, so they're actually up slightly. And Coinbase is also about 1% sitting there. Atari doing nice, 5% run on Atari today. I asked for your crypto market, Bitcoin Bitcoin's up, flirting with that 1% mark. Ethereum the same way. Litecoin's down 1%. Doge down 1%. BNB down about 1%. Hex is up 1%. And Shiba Inu down about 0.5%. But Cherix token still up. It looks like now might have came down just a little bit here. Let me see. Yeah, Cherix token came back a little bit, but it was up to 9 today, so it's still really, really good. Cherix token over doubled since yesterday. Fake token down just a hair. Again, they're still rolling out all of their stuff, so within the next coming days, they will have everything rolled out for the Fake exchange. They launched the exchange last night, but there's still some features that have not been added. SAFEMOON actually looks like it's moving back down. It's at 2.9 now. Was it 3? Gold Farm also moving up. It was all the way down to like 2 something. So Gold Farm's heading in the right direction. So check that out, ladies and gentlemen. That is the midday. That's your update, your rundown. But I'm gonna go ahead and give you the top trending stocks either way. Let me go to Stocktwits here. Let's pull it up. Boom. Rankings for today. Your rankings. Stocktwits trending right now. Number 4, BODY. We were just talking about a body. Forest Road Acquisition Corp down 8.49%. Number 3 is Ride. Lordstown Motors down 9.76%. Number 2, SGBX. It's down 2.99%. And number 1 is BLIN. Bridgeline Digital up 26.96%. As for the top movers of the day so far, session movers, number 1 is Wave, WAVE at 112.25%. We had ALEC up 52.47%, TATT at 44.13%, and MRIN at 42.59%. And last but not least, the top 5 staff, STAF staffing is up 41.91% today. So there are your rundown. That's your rundown, ladies and gentlemen. It is 12:30, and I'm going to be blowing out a little early today. So I hope you all have an absolutely wonderful 4th of July. For those of you celebrating in the US of A, thank you so much. Enjoy your Independence Day weekend. Remember, there will be no market on Monday, so there'll be no show on Monday either. I'll be back Tuesday morning, so keep that in mind. Tuesday morning. So enjoy the extra long weekend. Have fun. Hopefully the weather holds out for wherever you are in whatever part of the country you are in. Or if you're not in the U.S. and you're outside the U.S., whatever, hopefully you have some good weather there too as well. And I hope y'all enjoy your weekend. I want to say that thank you to Terminator, to Jason, to April, to Mysterious, Super Duper Boy. Yeah. And Bobby. Thank you so much, Bobby, for coming in here. April. I think I said your name, but April, yeah. Gotta get it going. High five. Thank you so much, high five, for coming in here. Y'all rock. Joey. Thank you so much, Joey, for coming in and hanging out today. I'm going to try to get to everybody here. Dustin. Thank you, Dustin. Boom, boom. Brian was in here. Of course, Brian, he's dealing with a hurricane. Brian got to go put some... gotta go get some sandbags or something, you know what I'm saying? Brian, I hope you have a good weekend and be safe there. Same thing goes to Carlos. So Carlos was in here too as well. Carlos, hopefully, I know it's heading your way too as well. Pyramid, thank you so much for coming in. Nick, thank you so much. Rebecca was in here. Yo, all my peeps rolling up in here today. Thank you so much to each and every one of you for being a part of the show. My name's Corey. I'm host of Popped and Shard, saying have a great Friday, have a great weekend, have a great 4th of July, have a great Independence Day. Yo, USA.